Yo, what's good, my people? Little man, say what's good to the people.
Good.
Hey, yeah, we're playing some Pac-Man. But yeah, y'all, so listen. I want to talk to y'all about getting into futures because I know a lot of y'all been wanting to get in futures, bruh. And it's easy, and it's simple, and it's the exact same way you trade Forex, and I want to explain it the best way I can. And I'm sure after this video, you're going to be like, oh, that's why everybody was switching. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't going to switch. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to add it to the arsenal. You feel me? I love you too, Bubba. So before we get into it, you know I got to give you a scripture of the day, right? And this scripture is perfect for what we talking about today. All right, check this out. Ecclesiastes 11, verse 2. Invest in 7 ventures. I mean, multiple streams. Yes, even 8 sometimes. You might need 8 streams of income. You know what I'm talking about? Because you do not know what disasters may come upon the earth. So you need to invest in multiple things because one stream might stop and you need another one. That's why you ain't just supposed to have a job. You're supposed to have multiple streams of income, right? Get good at one thing first and then branch off into multiple streams. But that's why I'm adding futures to the arsenal because you just never know what can happen to any of this stuff, right? And we need multiple things to be able to get it popping out here in these streets, all right? So without further ado, man, let me show you how easy this is. Let's go. Oh, how could I forget, y'all? So I did open up my live trading class. We start August the 18th. So it's filling up quick already, man. So make sure if you want to live trade with me, whether it's going to be binary options, we're going to trade Forex, a little futures. We're going to talk about credit, all kind of stuff. It's going to be dope environment to be in. You know what I'm saying? You're going to learn a lot. And it's only $47 a month, y'all. Come on, cheapo depot. That's why they filling up. So if you want to get in that community, make sure you click the link below to get in there. All right, now let's get to the video. Yo, so this is about to be the easiest tutorial for anybody that already trades Forex and you just want to know how to trade futures. Listen to this, bro. It's the exact same thing, right? Don't let nobody overcomplicate this for you. All right, so you still have your buy and sell. It works the same way. You buy when you think the market's going up, you sell when you think the market's going down, all right? Can you exit trades early like Forex? Yes, you can. So you see down here, I'm losing, right? Because I hit a buy and it's selling, now I'm winning, right? Same thing as Forex. If you want to exit the trade, you just hit the exit right there, boom. Or you can hit it over here on your dime, right? Same exact thing, right? Now I'm up 1,500, this is demo, right? Playing around, getting some play money in, okay? So exact same thing. You can have the same indicators. Got the 200, got my 20, got my stochastic, right? You can have a Keltner channel on here. All of that's still the same, right? You know how we have lot sizes? We got contracts over here. Same, pretty much the exact same thing, right? You just gotta make sure your account is big enough to hold the amount of contracts you want to place in there, right? So if you're doing micros, recommended micros are for usually beginner friendly, and it's for people with smaller accounts. So $250 up to 1,000, maybe 2,000. You want to trade micros, okay? It's the same thing as on Forex. You know how we got S&P 500, US 30, NAS 100. You got all those over here, and you got Forex pairs as well, right? So right now I'm in the S&P 500 on the demo, up 2,800 on the buy. As you can see, the market's going up in my favor, so I could take 3,000 right now, which I think I'm about to take it. So watch me close that out. Order filled. I just made $3,000 on the demo, just like Forex, okay? So it's not hard at all. The dopest thing about this is they don't have spreads, just like Forex. These are regulated brokers in the US, so you don't have to worry about brokers closing down, all of the extra stuff. That's why a lot of people switch. But I will tell you personally, I will still be trading Forex, even if the janky brokers are janky. I don't care. Like, I'm gonna still do both. I do all because, you know, it's multiple streams of income. But you want to have this safe and secure over here on futures, you in the game. All right. So it's the same thing, guys. I'm trying to tell you, it's very, very simple. So don't overcomplicate it. All right. So I did make this little chart right here. All right, on ChatGPT, you can do the same thing. Made this little chart for you. You can screenshot this, but this is basically the pairs you want to trade if you got like $250 up to like 2,000. MES, right? And these are the symbols, just how you know we got Euro USD. This is basically S&P 500, NAS 100, US 30, and whatever else that is, right? If you want to trade these. The ones I trade mainly is the MES, I would say, the NASDAQ, you know, all the Dow, these 3 right here. You could trade any of them, but it'll let you know per tick. So you know how on Forex we have, like, depending on your lot size, the market will move. So let's say I have a 0.10, a 10-cent lot size. That means I will be moving $1 per pip on Forex. Over here, you'll be moving $1.25 per tick, right? The volatility is moderate. High volatility on NAS 100, you already know that. 50 cent per pip, and that's on micros. Now remember, we got micros and minis. So on here with $250, you could do up to 5 contracts safely, like without using all your margin, because we still got margin over here, right? So you don't want to use all your margin up. Again, I recommend playing around in the demo with this thing just to get your feet wet. But it's literally the exact same thing as Forex, just a little different jargon, right? Don't let nobody else confuse you. This is exactly the same. So the switch will be easy for you. Yeah, very easy. All right, up to 3 contracts comfortably on this one, 5 contracts on this one without like blowing your account and messing your money up, stuff like that. All right, so then I got a heavy account for the people that want to come in a little heavier. All right, we're gonna go over here, right? So same stuff, same NAS 100, S&P 500, US 30, but then you got your Forex ones and all that. And it'll let you know the recommended account sizes for these. It'll let you know the volatility, which ones is very high, the account size you're going to need, the amount of contracts you can do safely without like tearing your account up, the amount it moves per tick, per pip, basically how we would say on Forex. So this one, the minis, remember we got micros up here. These are for the smaller accounts. Then we got the big boy accounts, which you need. You may not need this exact amount, but to trade it comfortably because it's high volatility and stuff like that. Especially this one, extremely high volatility. We already know NAS 100 is a beast. Okay. They recommend to be safe, 10 to 15K. You want to trade that, but it's $20 per tick, and you're gonna be in the game, right? So these are pretty self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to overcomplicate it. Again, the Forex pairs are a little different. 6E for Euro, and then they got some other ones if you want to still trade those. Most people who get on futures, they trade micro, S&P 500, NAS 100 Dow, and they trade a couple other things. But those are the main ones, usually the top 4, I would say. And then if you get to the minis, that means your account is a little bigger, and you'll be good to go. All right. Now, so let me just kind of walk you through the platform. Over here, this is called a DOM, right? A DOM, right? So this right here is where whenever you place a trade, so let's just say I get in where I want to get. I'm just going to hit buy, right? At 100 contracts because the account is fat and I just want to be crazy with it, right? And I'm already up $1,000, right? Or $800 or whatever, right? So this DOM will show you where you got in, okay? And then over here, it'll show you, where the market is currently. This yellow, right? As much as that's moving, it'll show you kind of how much you'll make at certain spots, right? And then you could also use this to set a stop loss and take profit as well. So that kind of just gives you that. But in order to get these extra numbers on the side, you will have to go here. So let me put my arrow up here. You got to go to the settings. This little circle right here. That was a little sloppy, but y'all get me. You go there, you hit settings, and then you just hit show estimated P&L, hit save, and you're good to go. All right. And that'll kind of show the numbers on the side. So to show you how much you lose if it go against you, and then it'll show you how much you make or whatever. So I'm gonna take this 500 or 600, made another, extra 600, cool, right? You exit out the trade, you just made money. Simple as that. So you can have this on here. If it's confusing to you, you can take it off. But let me go. I'm gonna go in there for another buy, right? And then I'm gonna show you how you can set a stop loss. So if you buy, right, then your stop loss, you is it left click? I believe, yeah, left click, and then you hit sell stop. And then right here, you can see it on the DOM as well, but over here as well, you can see where this little X is. If the market gets down there, you will be able to see where your stop gets hit, okay? And then on the DOM as well, you should be able to see it's right here. So if it gets down there, I'll lose 3,500 because it'll show right here. If I want to move that up to lose less, I can just come to the DOM, move that up, right? And then I can see where the market is right here. And if I only want to lose, let's say $750, I'll move it right there, right? So the market comes down here, smacks me, it'll take me out the trade. That's my stop loss, okay? And you can do the same with the take profit as well. Or if you're watching the chart, you could just take it, but I'm gonna exit that off. Boom. Okay. So essentially, again, it's the same stuff. You don't never really got to worry about the buy, bid, sell, ask. Just these two, buy and sell. If you think it's going up, you buy. You think it's coming down, you sell. The amount of contracts, and you're good to go, right? That's the gist of it. Now let's go over these indicators. Okay. So if you click right here, you got your indicators. Okay. So you got your moving averages. Okay. You got your SMA, EMAs, you got that right there. You got your channels where you can do your Keltner channel, Bollinger Bands, okay? You got, what else we need? Oh, oscillators where you can do stochastic, your stochastic oscillator or whatever, RSI, all that. So you still got all the same stuff. If you go, let me click off of this right quick. Boom. Okay, so if you go right here to where it says candlestick, see where my cursor is? You click that, make sure you change it to candlesticks. You got Heikkanashi candles if you like to use those. Okay, so you still got all that. Where you look at the M15. All right, so it won't let me do it like that. All right, so let me click over here. All right, so boom, click on the M15. You still got your 1 minute chart, 5 minute chart, 15-minute chart, 30-minute chart, 1 hour daily. You can still mark up. If you want to, and you got to be careful as far as clicking on this chart, because if you just click anywhere, like it'll have pending orders, right? So you got to be careful with just clicking around, because if you see that pop up, that means it's a pending order. So if the market comes up and hit that, it'll open you in the trade. So you got to be careful on that. Everything you need as far as your charts and all that is, I mean, you can click on chart settings and mess around with that. Yeah, everything is pretty much good, y'all. Like, this is very simple. There's not really much to it. I like to keep it as simple as possible. Again, like right now, I'm losing 750. So if I want to close that out and take an L, I could take that L. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. And that's it, right? You could also link this to TradingView. And place trades directly from TradingView. Now, what are the caveats to this? Let me tell you this. When you first sign up, if you're not a professional trader, do not put professional trading. And I'm going to tell you why. Put beginner trader regardless, unless you want to pay $140 a month. I got professional on mine, which I am a professional trader, so I got to keep it 100. But whenever you go over here, let's see if it let me go over there. Hold on, let me pause. Okay, there we go. All right, so I just started this account, right? I haven't even placed no live trades on it. I just put like 700 in there. But in order to actually place trades on here, you have to pay monthly, right? At least $8 a month, especially if you're a beginner. If you put beginner, you got to pay at least $8 a month, and that can come directly out of your trading balance. If you do a professional account, though, let me show you. Right, so I was trying to figure some stuff out when I did this. Normally, it's supposed to be like $8 a month. If you're a beginner, or whatever, non-professional, yours would be $8. Do not do this one, right? If you have a beginner account, a new account, do not put professional trader, or else you will be paying these prices a month, right? If you do, a beginner account, you'll only be paying $8 a month, and you will get this one. This is the one you need, the CME. You do not need this one, so ignore what you're seeing right here on this dial. You don't need that, right? This one is going to allow you to trade all the pairs I was going over on the chart, okay? So I had to figure all this out for y'all. So all of these pairs that you see on this chart right here, that will allow you to trade. This package will allow you to trade it. You won't be paying $140. You only be paying like $8 a month, but it'll come directly. You can get it to where it comes out of a credit card, or it can come directly out of your balance. So yeah, I was trying to mess around with it and figure this thing out, and I was like, okay, so that's cool. So I had to go, do that. Make sure you go to your profile, fill all that stuff out, and then you're good. And then you could also download you know, the app. And this right here, let me go back to it so you'll kind of know how to get back and forward. I'm sure there's a better way to get back and forth to the demo. I haven't figured that out just yet. But as far as the trading on here, very, very, very simple. Super simple. Overbought, oversold levels and all that. Yeah. But again, to get back to where I was at, you go over here to the right. You click that. Sometimes it clicks immediately. Cool. Now you can add another trading account here. Your demo won't be right here at the beginning. So when you add a trading account, then you'll fill out, you know, whatever. And then you pick demo, and then it'll open the demo and stuff like that for you. And then you'll be able to start trading on your demo account. All right. But again, like I said, on here is US regulated, so you can upload with a debit card, all types of stuff. So it's just, that's the only thing that's different. It's just, this is US regulated, so the crypto stuff, you ain't gonna be uploading like that no more. This is a lot safer, again, than actual Forex. A lot more sturdy. You ain't got to worry about it going nowhere. Ain't got to worry about no brokers changing or people stealing your money or none of that. It's no spreads. Everything is lit. I mean, it's very, very simple. As long as you don't overcomplicate it, you in the game. You know what I'm saying? I gave you the basic rundown of this because I know a lot of people already trade Forex, so you're going to understand it exactly the same way. You trade it the exact same way you would trade on Forex. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Now, again, if you need a deeper dive, then let me know. I can go even deeper, but I feel like I like to keep everything as simple as possible so it don't overcomplicate it. So all you need to know, again, buy, same way, sell, same way, exit the trade, same way as Forex. Stop loss, take profit, a little different. Like I said, if you buy in, I'll do it one more time. So let's say I buy in at 100 contracts, okay? And then I hit right click or left click, one of these, and I hit sell stop, right? So my stop loss will be right there. If I want to check where it's at on the dime, say I would lose 4,200, I can move that up if I want to, right? I could do it like that. There's other ways to do it, but again, I'm still fairly new on here. But this is simple. I already know how to work it, right? It wasn't complicated at all. So that's that. So I can just exit that at a loss if I want to, right? Or I can exit at a buy. You change your pairs right here. So let's say I click that. You could type in whatever pair. Again, you got to go based off of what you see here on this chart. You got to use these symbols. So you type in MES, that'll give you S&P 500. You type in NMQ, that'll give you the NASDAQ, the micro, right? Most people are going to start off on micros. The MYM, all right, the micro Dow Jones, US 30 joint. And then you just type in the symbols. That's it. All right. So again, hopefully this video has kind of sparked your interest. Like, yo, I see why people switch, because it's easy, it's simple. You could trade it the exact same way, and it's regulated in the US, and you don't have to worry about jack. You know what I'm talking about? So let me know what y'all think about this video. Let me know if you're still super confused. But again, don't let all this other stuff like confuse you. This is just keep it as simple as possible. Buy or sell. You think the market going up, buy. You think it's going down, sell. Set your stop loss. And if you like to mark up on TradingView, you can integrate this with TradingView if you're used to doing that. And then, I mean, it's just keep it simple. That's it. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in another one. Peace.